Warlords are so cringe. I feel like that when it felt like they thought they were in a TV show and they're like asking me these questions. Like they have like these killer gotchas and they're like the dumbest gotchas in the world. It's like, bro, I don't remember how much of this I talked about. But he's like, you
This will literally never stop being funny. Like the fact that like Pixie's lawyers, like the the fact that Pixie's lawyers are like pretending like they're in some kind of like courtroom TV show and trying to act out these like cool badass scenes or something like that is like one of the funniest pictures in my head I could ever think about, right? Can you just imagine like Pixie just like standing there like a nerd and then like or like sitting there like a nerd and then the judges sorry and the lawyer just comes up and then he's all like, hmm. Yes, I'm so fucking cool. I look so fucking cool right now. Yes, I look so fucking badass in this suit. Yes, I'm farming the aura right now. But meanwhile, from the outside, like any third party perspective, they look like they're just waddling back and forth and trying to act like weird and doing weird fucking like I don't know chin strokes, I guess. They're like, and it's just complete silence, okay, no epic music playing, complete silence, and then there's suddenly a cough from like one random person or something, right? Suddenly like a few coughs or something. Can you just imagine? But then meanwhile in the lawyer's head it's like, yes. My vibes are immaculate right now. And then meanwhile, like what's playing in his head is like dun, 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 like some kind of epic like symphonic shit, right? Like he's like fantasizing in his head. So he just looks so cringe. Oh my god. I bet that's exactly how it went down, okay?
testified today that you actually didn't have your law firm
Oh
contact
my
Kiwi Farm. So
god.
did you lie earlier when you said that you did? And I'm like, I had my assistant contact that. My assistant is not my lawyer. And then every time they would get like shut down in a line of questioning, the judge like picks his papers up and he like shuffles them. I can tell that he's like aborted a whole line of questioning. Ah, given that Jane also sent your videos without your consent, do you not have a good chance of winning?
Do you know what it is? You know what it is? It's like that one anime villain or anime hero, right? Like you know how like the anime main protagonist is gonna be like, how did he find out? I thought that that information was supposed to be hidden. I thought these facts were supposed to be undisputed. No, Nani, I have to go down a separate line of questioning. No, I have to pull out my trump card. Like in their head, right? They're going like this, but like IRL, like they just look like they're standing there awkwardly, like completely quiet. It's just so fucking funny. Like I bet that's exactly how it went down. It's so cringe, dude.
Even if
Oh
hypothetically you
my
sent videos after
god.
the Cardi date, like, does
Get
that
me out of
even
here.
matter beyond
This
keeping this
space
alive?
sucks.
Even if the Abby stuff was true, which it's not, but even if it was, there are still like a bunch of other issues that you would even have to fight to get to a win, let alone damages. But it's
Yeah, Kira. Yeah.
technically, I don't. I'm not. I'm trying to think of. Actually, I don't even know how that would work. Like, let's say some law was passed in 2024 that said you can't say "fuck you" to somebody, and let's say somebody says "fuck you" in 2023, and then in 2024 someone's like, "Well, fuck you." Could you sue the second person? I don't know how that works. I'm not sure. I hope there is an unclean hands defense on the basis of her sending your videos. Okay, I don't like that this fucking meme gets passed around so much because people keep saying this. People keep saying this thing is like, okay, well, Destiny might have done a bad thing, but she did a bad thing too. No! That means that nobody did a bad thing. That, like, people say two wrongs don't make a right, but in some circumstances, they
He's talking about legally wise. I don't actually agree with this. I just want to clarify. I don't actually agree with this. Okay. I think this is a solid point that I actually disagree with him on. All right. Because at the end of the day, we're looking at Destiny's behavior, right? Like we don't care all that much about Pixie, right? Except in the context of like legal shit, right? Like for me, at the very least, I'm looking about what Destiny specifically has done. Even if the other person has done something bad, that kind of lessens Destiny's like whatever actions. I've always said this, by the way. Like I've always said that I don't agree with all the actions and everything that has happened within Destiny's perspective. I'm pretty sure the person I agree with the most is Loner Box's perspective, not Destiny's perspective. The reason why I defend Destiny is because he deserves the representation. He deserves the good faith arguments. But the thing is like if let's just say I was in an environment where there are legitimately a lot of people arguing for Destiny to the point where I'm not needed. If I'm not needed, then I'm probably going to be aligning myself more with the critic. Absolutely. Yeah. But like the only reason why like I'm doing this is because I just believe that even as a critic, I believe that Destiny deserves like some good faith public representation because he has none right now, that's it. Yeah. And I know that Wick TV counterpoints they just can't do it, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's my fucking thing. Hold on. Wait. Oh yeah. What is this? Spellbreaker. Is this it? Okay. All right. I bet what happens. I bet what happens is like the fucking you wouldn't pick the winning side. No. I would pick what my opinion is, right? For me, at the end of the day, the legal shit doesn't even matter all that much. Like, for me, at the end of the day, it really, really comes down to the moral shit. Like, I literally don't give a flying fuck about the legal shit at the end of the day, which is why I don't really like going over the court documents in the first place. I think the point would be that her wrong is evidence of what she considers to be enough consent. Right, which is why that's a legal thing, right? Because you're saying legally speaking, because she is willing to engage in the same behavior, then that kind of does place both of them on the same pedestal. Because in a trial, you're not just judging the person being accused, you're also judging the accuser, right? You're putting the accuser into the same equation. I totally understand that, okay? However, morally speaking, I don't give a fuck about Pxie, okay? Morally speaking, okay, there are things that could have been improved. But obviously, because anti-fans love leeching off of infighting, love leeching off of self-criticisms and stuff, I have to be careful about what I say, all right? Because otherwise they're going to latch onto it and say, oh my god, the most public defender of Destiny, the biggest cocksleeve, Foodshops, says that Destiny has done something wrong. Yeah, of course, I've always said that. Not just legally, right? Okay, I get that, okay? But I'm just saying, okay? Yeah, okay. You know exactly what I mean, okay? But like again, just imagine Pixie's lawyers. Okay, this is what Pixie's lawyers like hear in the head. Okay. And this is what the rest of the courtroom hears. In their head. The rest of the courtroom. That's exactly what's going down, okay?
Kind of do. For instance, if one side is being accused of raping a party, and then it turns out, actually, no, the other side wanted to rape the other person, that doesn't mean that two people raped each other. That just means they had sex, right? So, like, if there's an agreement or discussion beforehand about, like, who do we send these videos to or what?
Listen, this is gonna be a really extreme example, but I think that two people can rape each other in the same sexual encounter, okay? If one person does not consent to an earlier sexual act, but the other person does revenge raping, okay? I mean, technically, you can't rape, like, twice. Like two people can technically happen. Who the fuck knows? I don't know, okay? But I'm just saying, all right, that's all I'm gonna say, okay? We're moving on now. We're no longer talking about this, okay?
What is the policy around this? And then there was agreement and then an understanding at least there, right? It doesn't mean like, oh, I guess both sides violate agreement. It's like, oh, well, the agreement was probably not what this one person who's lied about like 20 different things has presented it as, What would you do if they drop the case but the hearing stays sealed? It seems like the hearing being sealed would mean a good amount of reputational. No, that can't possibly be. They can't do that. No way. I think that here's what, if that happened, then what I would do is I would go to the deep jungles of Brazil and I would take ayahuasca and I would convene with the gods. And while convening with the gods, I would sit down with pen and parchment and I would try my best to recall every single word that was said exactly during that hearing, and then I would read my recollection on stream. That's what I would do, okay? Is there anything in motion right now for countersuing Doe or Abby? No. Although I don't know if... I don't know what the validity of any case there would even be or what that... The problem is that, like, the problem is that I have a real law firm that likes to win cases. So if I just want to do some vexatious litigation shit, I'm like, can we just sue these motherfuckers? I don't think they would go for it just for the memes, right? That's like more meme shit. Doesn't the judge need to order it dismissed? They can't decide that on their own? No, you can dismiss your own cases. For instance, when Tim Pool claimed that he was going to sue Kamala Harris and Joe Biden for misquoting a clip of his on Twitter, because he wanted all the clout of saying he sued them for $600, he withdrew that case voluntarily. Are you going to retaliate against Lauren?
Hey, okay. The poll has ended. I decided to end the poll. Okay, 235 votes. That's a very large sample size for my chat. 85% cis male, 8% trans female, 7% cis female, trans male 0%. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. Cool. DGG Brigade, true.
I mean, how? I mean, there's a whole ass conversation that needs to be had. I don't know how to, this is like a whole thing. Me and Dan should have just talked about this on anything else. We talked about this off stream.
Intrinsic merit.
I've talked about this on stream a lot.
Look, I wish more women engaged in what we call thinking. Okay, I'm already joking. Okay, all right, I'm just meme. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. What's this?
Like a little bit off though. You can't tell. And then after you finish the deed, you look up and you're like, wait a second. Did you cut your hair? And then her twin sister comes out of the closet. But that's your girlfriend. And she's like, I just made you fuck my twin.
What the hell?
And then the guy looks over at his girlfriend and he laughs. And then his twin brother comes out of the other closet. And he says, that was actually my twin. Did they both rape? Did they rape each other?
What?
What? What's happening there?
Wait, how did this?
Let's say,
Dude, okay. What?
I think what makes us way funnier is S-Fan's laugh. Okay, I think his laugh makes this way funnier than it should be. Okay, because
Okay,
yeah, that's it. So sleepy. Bye, Corey. See you.
I'm out.
Okay, nice, good one. Good memes. That was funny. All right. Okay, wait. Where's Soy Pill? Okay, I wanna end the stream with the Soy Pill debate. Okay.